Okay, all right. Back at it once again for another space stream. 2:07 a.m. Thought I'd check in with y'all. That's gonna, I don't know, it might be a little short tonight. We'll see how long I got with the moon, but it's been kind of cloudy recently, and I got really busy as well, so I missed the full moon. Happy belated full moon to y'all. It's December 5th, closing in at the end of the year. We got a last quarter moon here at 49% illuminated. Really nice view tonight. Not super sharp, but still beautiful. Want to hop in, play a few songs, just say what's up to everybody. I see Donald Yates in the chat with Fantasy. What's going on, y'all? Welcome. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Make sure you hit that 4K. I had a lot to talk about, but it is late, so I'm going to try and gather my thoughts, play some tunes here. We'll see if some of our space fam shows up. I know it's not expected, so it's a slow roller tonight. It's also Tuesday morning. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of videos lately, a lot of consciousness videos, Rupert Sheldrake stuff. Eileen put up some videos. So tuning forks and biofield filaments abound. Tonight's show is called Projection of Self. It's the thumbnail that I had just laying around for these occasions. So just to reiterate the idea of self and other, body and field being the entire entity, the whole. I just don't see people really talking about it in detail or in clarity. But the other thing is to not complain too much about things, because the whole point is to get lost in the whole thing. So let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Play a few more songs here, and we'll keep going. I think I'm testing out this new controller too. I got a new hand remote for the Celestron, so it's doing pretty well, tracking nicely. And we'll go with some more from this record. This one's Will-Powered.
Do you know why I've been beaten from the heart? I know, no lie. I've been thinking about you all night. Why? No why. I've been waiting for your white light. No why. Thinking that you should be mine. So call me up, and let's get down. So call me up, and let's get down. Oh, you send me messages across the cosmic network, and you send me pictures from across the astral plane, and you send me cryptic kisses across the matching network. So call me up, and let's get down. So call me up, and let's get down. Je t'attends, mon amour incertuel, assis dans le même canapé ciment, achetant la éternelle, avec on ensemble liés. Je suis là même quand on avance chaque jour. Je t'attends, mon amour, avec les mecs sans agréver. Et c'est mon âme magnétique, c'est l'amour magnétique, c'est mon amour magnifique. whatever it takes. Please, I've been dreaming from the heart. No lie, been beaten from the heart. No why, no why, no why. So call me up, 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 and let's get down, 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 down. So call me up, 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 and let's get down, 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 down.
Alright, so we got this awesome half black, half white cookie moon going down right here. I missed this view. It's been a while since I've scoped this late, and I kind of missed a bunch of months. I see Donald Yates is asking the question. It says, I have been trying to project what I want to see rather than what others see. I like that. I think if we're talking about projecting your image of self into reality, or creating a resonance with the etheric field or the potential field, I think that's a really great way to look at it. I think we also are entangled with others and everything else in the field. So it's hard to maintain purity, I think, of intention. However, I also feel like I got really deep really quickly here, but I have been listening to a lot of people who claim to be Zen or claim to be, enlightened, but I hear them complaining about the fundamental reality. And when I say fundamental reality, I feel like this idea that everything is terrible, everything is broken, the people who lead with, there's a problem first, let's solve it. And I think everyone, the swath of people that believe that have to exist from my perspective. However, I look at it from a different perspective, where I feel like if you feel like you want to have the power of positive thinking and intention, then you should be able to do that. And if somebody tells you different and you want to buck that and just do whatever you want, you should be able to do that. However, I also think that the power of negative thinking is also really powerful. However, I think I'm trying to articulate something I listened to today, where Eileen McCusick was doing her biofield tuning session, and people were talking about their inability to maintain their positive outlook on life because everything seems to be so terrible right now. And it seems like there are so many terrible things going on in the world right now. However, at the same time, there are also so many amazing things happening on Earth. Everybody is living in this moment where it feels like every single moment is the best moment that has ever occurred on Earth, or at least in the history that we know of, our recent history. And the reason I know that is because, I feel like I know myself and I know my own projection. And it doesn't mean that things are perfect, but it does mean that things are better than they used to be, or at least they are what they are right now. So it's a convoluted way of saying that that I feel like acceptance is the kind of ultimate goal, if you want to put a goal there, but it's really the ultimate resonance, this kind of acceptance of self, acceptance of others, and acceptance of field, and this resonance, that the power that we have to create things. So that's a lot of roundabout. But Donald says, in myself and in the world. I think that's true. I think we have not only the power to project ourselves into this world, but we have the collective power to take groups of thought and project that into the world. And if what you want from the world is to see wonderful and beautiful things, then that's just something that I encourage. And that's what I want to see as well. But it definitely comes with its own swath of terrible things. That's really the payment, I think. The darkness or the evil is kind of the payment for all the amazing things that we get to do and this existence itself. You know, the fact that you can cut your finger, but you can also touch really soft things and feel this amazing sensation at the fingertip, that you can also really cut your finger and hurt yourself at the same time. It's the same delicacy that allows you to do both, that allows for both. Let's see. What else was I thinking about? I was thinking about how we have to accept darkness and evil and death and destruction because, again, this implies everything else that we have and everything else that we see. If we got rid of aging and we got rid of all diseases and we got rid of wars, then we would get rid of life. And that's how, I know it seems like this type of thing where we want to approach things as a problem to solve, but at the same time I feel like I have a perspective now that has changed, which is more akin to, you know, the Zen teachings, you know, but of course it doesn't mean that I don't hurt and I don't have empathy. I have raised the level, or I've raised the significance of the necessitative darkness. Once you realize the importance of evil, of negativity, and how it implies everything good that we love, then you can gain a better perspective on acceptance. I hope that makes sense. All right, let me put up a song here. I'll go adjust the image. I wanted us to see the dark side of the moon, which we are seeing, the earth shine, or the unilluminated portion. Of course, the other side of the moon that we don't see is called the far side of the moon. And we're having a really great, like, eggshell Humpty Dumpty moment right here with the Terminator coming through. I missed the moon. I did watch the full moon through the clouds on my porch. And of course, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, or whatever type of holiday you celebrated at the time. That was like a long week of Fridays. So let me talk a little bit about wires and the connectivity of us through space too, because I feel like this is one of those things that most people, or at least when I say most people, it means that the stuff that I've researched, the videos that I've watched, these kind of debate sessions, these popular videos, not so popular videos. And the thing that I keep missing here when it comes to consciousness is the fact that we are connected through actual wires, through actual invisible filaments, from the tops of our heads, from every part of our body, to the ground and into space. And there's a fundamental structure to that and a connectivity of electricity flowing through our bodies at every moment. And that's where the heat and the radiance comes from. So I was thinking about it in this kind of way that we have this idea that the sun sends solar wind and light, and everything in the universe, or at least everything within our solar system, or at least on Earth, reflects the sunlight, and that's how we see things. But we never stop for a moment, or at least I haven't really pondered this idea of we reflect the light. What does that really mean? Are we mirrors, right? Are we like a glassy surface that reflects sunlight? Or what's really happening when scientists and the common vernacular says that? You say this thing where, yeah, we reflect sunlight, and that light, enters our eye. So it's got its own consciousness, right? It directs itself. And also this idea that we don't really play a part in this reflection. The sunlight just hits us, kind of reflects off of us, and then falls into somebody's eye. Or it reflects off of a dog, and it falls into our iris, and we process this vision. And I think it really takes us out of this co-creative optical process where we're actually completely dancing with the ether when we create things with our senses. And so our eyes, for just example, just one sense, but creating with our eyes is really the part, that we call reflecting. But what are we really doing there? And so something I was thinking about, what I really believe is it's more like entanglement or resonance, where our bodies are resonating and the sun is resonating. And we create a sympathetic resonance, of course, on such a scale that, we're tiny and the sun is large. But I still think it's a sympathetic resonance where we are completely entangled with the sun. So the reflection process is actually more akin to quantum tunneling or quantum entanglement. So that's a thought. Yeah, let me adjust this. I was going to adjust the image here, but I think it's really beautiful, so I'm just sitting and watching. Let me know what your thoughts are in the chat if you're following me this late. I know I might be rambling, but I have been listening to a lot of videos and just thinking about all these thoughts that I wanted to share on the channel when I hopped on. I didn't plan on it tonight. I just saw the moon and I happened to be up and everything was kind of right there, so I set up and quickly got on. So I'm going to chill with y'all for a little bit. Maybe you'll catch this tomorrow and you'll hear my ramblings. Yeah, one more month to the end of this year. I'm going to try and stream when the moon comes back around in a couple of weeks, but this might be it for a little while. And maybe we'll do a Christmas stream or like a New Year's stream or something like that. Put out some more tunes. Let us play something.
Bring me back, just bring me back out of the cold. Ooh, bring me back, just bring me back. I need you more. This cosmic revelation, we all have our bases to play. We the preachers, guiding against the grain. Built a world with nothing to fear but yourself. Apparitions that we bleed through. Every fear, your open wide soul modulation. You just come feel this ride so high, your love I'm craving. But I can't see it till you, just bring me back. Oh, bring me back out of the cold.
All right. So I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up a little bit in a little bit. I'm pretty sleepy here, but gonna go for as long as this moon is sitting with us, sliding up beyond my windowsill. So yeah, just a few more thoughts on plasma. So I saw a video today. I think it was a Jay Widener video. I hadn't seen that. It's called "The Deal with Plasma," living with plasma, something like that. But it was interesting. I hadn't seen his channel. He has like 30,000 followers, but I had heard of him before. And I think there are more and more videos constantly about this idea. So we're getting along with field theory, with plasma theory, and it is encouraging, even though it's really slow going. Let me adjust this image real quick. Yeah, some other thoughts I've been having. I talked about it on a couple of shows ago, the observer effect, and how we have these experiments happening, and the fact that humans are a quantum state, a quantum system, that we have an effect on all these different experiments, and yet it is taken as a paradox, and it is taken and is not taken as just complete fact, and that we work from there. So it's a really strange state of affairs. I watch so many videos where they talk about and they dance around this idea of the observer effect, but they really haven't come to a definitive conclusion as to whether it's real or not. But it's obviously something that happens, and I feel like that's one of these things that just is never really discussed, but would advance physics so much further if we had this baseline. The other thing, of course, is the filamentary dark matter filaments, or potential unified field. These I hear a lot of discussions around the multiverse, around many worlds, around many big bangs, but you get this, you come down to this idea where math has this completely complex system in which to talk about these ideas. And there aren't really these people who are able to break down the concepts of consciousness and resonance with the field in simple ways that most people can understand. I think that's a really big part of why people feel disconnected from physics. And I think it's also partially why physics doesn't advance, because I think a lot of people in physics who aren't just multidisciplinary, who are just specialized in their field. It's funny, I heard about that too, I thought about that too. Everybody has a field of study, it's just like right in front of us. But yeah, multidisciplinary people have a broader sense of all these different fields. But if you're in one, let's say, astrobiology, you're not really studying electrical engineering, you're not really studying esoteric teachings or philosophy. And this is one of those things where I feel like we need more and more scientists to become interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary and think about things from a more holistic vantage point. Yeah, some of that. Been checking Jeffrey Walensky, Stellar Metamorphosis Theory. If you haven't checked that out, please do. He doesn't post very many videos, but all of his videos are thought-provoking, and I think that theory is going to turn out to be, a really great foundation for some new science. Definitely check out Rupert's videos. I watched him recently. I mean, I'll support him no matter what, but I watched him talking with Ian McGilchrist recently, and they were having this discussion. It feels like something I mentioned before, which is you kind of start to lean on your idols and heroes, like you watch Thunderbolts Project or you watch Eileen McCusick, and you're like, they'll just take care of saying all the things. But it feels like listening to Rupert talk to Ian McGilchrist, it was a little bit frustrating. It was interesting for sure, but it was definitely frustrating because they didn't really make a lot of headway. And people like that, are getting older. They don't have a lot of time to sit and have these discussions, let alone having live discussions where people can watch it and listen. So I feel like yeah, there are things to say, there are tie-ins to make, there are connections that can be pointed out. And so I try and do that here ever so often. And yeah, like what else did I watch? I love that Eileen was talking about plasma filaments and connecting and doing her tuning forks. If you haven't checked out Eileen, check out Eileen McKusick. What else can I talk about? Yeah, let's play a song. Stick around for a little while longer. Really low key tonight, super low key. That's all good. We're chilling here with our Luna. So Donald talking in the chat says, I've wanted to get a tuning fork for so long. So yeah, these Eileen McKusick has these amazing tuning fork sets, and it's absolutely worth it in terms of just learning how to use them. It's so relaxing and empowering at the same time, and there's a lot of training out there now. It's really catching on, so you'd be supporting her. And then also Donald says, I make do with a couple of bells. All the resonance devices, I think, work. But yeah, I would definitely advocate for tuning forks at some point, even if it's just one, not the whole set. So she was working with the 222 fork that she recently put out, and she was doing these combined tuning fork rings or tones, and that was super interesting. It felt really different when you hit two tuning forks combined. I think, which one was it? I think she was doing 222 and something else. But I want to try that, certainly. The idea, of course, being that you hit these tuning forks within your field or within someone's field, and these resonances, these frequencies, sympathetically resonate with your field or your body, and you become in tune by mimicking this resonance or coming into sympathetic resonance with these tuning forks. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, the better you learn how to resonate with these forks. And of course, you learn how to move them and hit them and tone them and strike them and use the correct ones at the correct times. So it's a really fascinating field of study, which I feel is, just coming about. It's in its infancy right now, but I see it coming up. So yeah, check out tuning forks. The other thing would be red light therapy, if we're talking about new age healing techniques, non-invasive. This idea that red light therapy sends out these spirals in low emission to create kind of regenerative cell growth at the very quantum state, where it kind of triggers cells to also come into a state of resonance that is more in line, so to speak. So I like that idea of red light therapy as well. I hope everybody's trying to stay healthy as possible. So yeah, a little bit of a cloudy moon here. Really blurry too. It's cold, but it is beautiful. And going for a few more minutes here. Some closing thoughts. What else was I thinking about? I was thinking about, this idea of the filaments connecting us. That's something that no one talks about. This idea that when we see things and we sense things, the human body is in a dance, in a resonance with the field, with the potential field, creating our reality. Not just reflecting it or seeing it or experiencing it, but actively participating in its creation in whatever sense you can. And there is no learning to create your own reality. You've been doing it since the beginning. That's something that most people are not aware of, but we've been doing the God thing since day one, because you create your own body, you create your own eyeballs, you create your own hair, you grow your body. We abstract it to an other, but the more, I guess, if to me logical, maybe not to everyone logical, but to me logical, the most reasonable thing is that we build our own bodies. And I say the collective we, but the self too. The individual I creates the resonance that creates the projection of the body of the self so we project the image of ourselves, people project the image of their selves, then we receive, so we absorb and also reflect. And I think reflect, again, is not really the best word. I feel it's like we resonate with. We absorb and resonate with others and things and field from a infinite state of possibilities to a collapsed state where we see the matter in front of us as matter. But I feel like, again, the connectivity is what's missing here, because we do have a lot of scientists talking about the field. We do have a lot of scientists talking about this idea that we hallucinate an illusion of our reality. But again, I feel like some of these terms are also not the best terms, because illusion seems to imply fake, which I don't think our reality is fake in any way. It's a type of reality. We even call it, it's almost an oxymoron calling a reality fake, because, real. The word real is just right in there. But I feel like, we have a reality that we project and create with our environment. I think that is something that we can lean on. So even though scientists are talking about this idea that our reality is a kind of an interface for a deeper reality, the deeper reality is not hidden from us, because again, we've been creating since day one as individuals and as cultures and as an earth. And so life at the very smallest quantum state has been creating since day one. So this quantum state, this hydrogen atom, is the entire state of the entire universe. at a given instance. So even if a hydrogen atom and a human and a planet and a solar system can all be fractally recursive, then we have a very straightforward idea about the connectivity of our reality. Now, the problem, I see, like, I don't like to talk about problems, but when I listen to these scientists talk, they don't talk about these wires or the connectivity and how the human body is actually connected to space and how we actually have electricity in our body. So those are some thoughts that I've been having. Those are the thoughts I have all the time. The spiral filamentary structures that emanate from our bodies and enter our bodies. The holistic whole, the self and other, the black and the white, the sound and silence, implying one another. And I think Eileen said it, Alan Watts said it, Rupert has said it, but you really can't have self without your environment. So the environment plus the body is the whole. This is the thing. We are not isolated and we're not separate. And finally, this incommensurability I see, shout outs to Theory Apophysis or Ken Wheeler talking about this idea of we have this pressure mediation really between us and the field. So we're pushing outwards and the field is pushing inwards on us. And so the entire weight of the entire universe, or the entire push or energy of the entire universe, is pushing down on us, squeezing us into the shape of a human. And we, the entire essence of all reality, the power of multiple stars, pushing outwards into the field, creating the shape of the human body in a dance with the ether. So that's what I think about often. Get some track in here and let our moon drift along.
Float, the moon is calling. A souvenir, a swimmer's rescue. A hot remain. Left fixing the phone, mixing your liquids. Now you're left for dead. Just pay your debts. Float.
All right. I think that's it for tonight. Letting the moon drift off. I'm gonna go drift off myself. If you're catching this tomorrow, hope you're well. Have a great day. I'll catch you in a week or two when the moon comes back around. Thanks for the Space Fam who hung out tonight. I know it was a small crowd. Maybe the smallest ever, but it's all good. Always good to check in. And I hope everybody has a great day tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting month, that's for sure. But I'm excited. There's always stuff to do, always stuff to learn, things to talk about. So let's see, let's end this on an old song. I'd appreciate y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Captain signing out.